Welcome back. This is Cindy Dole, and you're listening to Home Wizards, your radio home for all things home, garden, and life improvement. We are broadcasting live from the International Builders Show, which is a really cool thing. It's a way to find out what's coming around the bend or coming out right now that's new for your home in terms of anything from appliances to materials that you want to have in your kitchen, your bath, any space, your garage door, lighting, how to be green, how to be efficient. I mean, you name it. And with me is Eric Stromer, who, of course, you know from HGTV and DIY and a contractor of many years. And are you loving the Builders Show?
I love it. I'm so encouraged by the attendance and the amount of new products that we're seeing, and also the attention to green. I love that. Yeah, and
just all the fun, innovative things.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's almost like, how'd they do that?
And it's not so much the attention to green; it's the clarity on what is green that's really exciting. And I think people are really starting to describe that.
Yeah. So one of the things that is super green is this home that we saw just the other day to kind of kick off this builder show. It's this idea house, if you will. They're considering it to be kind of a laboratory, and the folks at KB Homes are tied to it, along with Martha Stewart and a number of brands. And they built this thing as a way to teach all of us that, yes, green can be affordable, and yes, it certainly can be beautiful because, hey, Martha Stewart was involved. But beyond that, it can be something that's going to save us a lot of money, and in fact not only save us money but maybe even make us some money. So with us is a woman who was participating in this home. She's the president of Verve. I'm sure you've heard of the company Verve, Dianne Pisarek. So thanks for being here, Dianne.
Oh, thank you very much.
So we were so excited when we were walking through this home because it really is a glimpse into not only the future but the now, right?
It is very much so. We are so pleased to have been associated with it because it's been such a fabulous project.
And so if you can picture this, it's a large, almost like is it a plasma screen? It's a monitor of some kind, not far from the kitchen.
Right.
And it's talk about getting excited about doing something energy efficient. It shows throughout your home how you're using your electricity, your gas, your water, and then how much you're collecting from the sun and other methods. So tell us about this thing.
You know, everybody's interested in paying attention to saving money, saving energy, and doing what's right for their home, for their families, for their planet. And part of the secret to that is having information. You know, we make better decisions when we have information. And we've got a product in the house that we're working with today that's really a bit forward-looking. Okay,
Yeah.
It'll be available on the market in the future.
I mean, it's kind of a toy in a way.
It is kind of a toy in a way. And what it does is it gives you real-time access to information about how the water, the gas, the electric is being used in your house. And you're right, this particular house has solar panels. So we're able to measure the energy actually being generated by the solar panels and net out what's being used off the grid, if you will.
Yeah.
What
I love about it, too, it's like in my hybrid vehicle, I see how the energy is being dispersed. When you see how it's being dispersed, you understand how you can either save it or you're using too much. And it's a great monitoring system. It gives you a consciousness about what's going on.
It sure does. And you know what, with these kinds of systems, you can set goals for yourself as a family and for your home and say, well, you know, we really don't want to use more electricity than this. And the monitor tells you how much you're running. You can track it, and you can make some smart decisions.
You know, it's kind of like a diet. When you write down what you ate for the day, then you go, oh, wait a minute, or did I exercise today, or did I whatever for the day? Yeah. Then you go, okay, now it's time to make that change.
Yes,
right?
It is. Yep.
But it also makes monitoring fun. I mean, I have three kids under 12 who would go nuts staring at the monitor and going, hey, my brother Dusty's using too much water. Get out of the shower.
Yeah, that's how we learn, and that's how we
act. It becomes a game in a way.
It does. Yeah. And, you know, we think there's really two pieces to this. Having the information is part of it, but then also having the right tools and the right products in the house to be able to continue to deliver energy efficiency. We were also fortunate to put the Verve lighting control system into the house. Now, Verve uses a wireless, batteryless technology, which is so cool because the light switches in that KB Martha Stewart house are not wired into the house. They're not permanently attached. You can take them because they're wireless. They use radio frequency to communicate between the lights and the switches, so the switches can go anywhere and move anytime. But what's also very cool in a greenhouse is they're batteryless. They're energy harvesting. When you press the light switch, you're manufacturing the energy you need to send the radio signal. So not only are we not using energy, there's no energy, there's not line power, there's no batteries, but you can see in the utility monitor how your energy consumption is being.
You know what else I thought was amazing? You walk into the bathroom and there's a sensor that tells you when someone is occupying the room. It kicks on that hot water heater. and then all of a sudden you have Instant Hot.
And Instant Hot, yes. As a matter of fact, we do the same thing with the lighting system. Use occupancy sensors, and no one's in the laundry room or the playroom. Think about the playroom. The kids have left the playroom. The Verve occupancy sensor says, hey, there's nobody in here. Turns off the lights, the ceiling fan, and turns off the outlet where the Wii game might have been plugged in. So those consumer electronics can't draw standby power.
That's right.
Because you're controlling the outlet.
It
is a huge thing.
You leave your computer on, you're burning through power.
Talk about how this house is an example of, really, it's a power broker in a way. It's producing. It's not just saving. It's net zero, and then it's making power. And you can keep track of today. I'm up to 2 cents. I'm up to 50 cents. And it's
track it, and you can track, and you can measure it every day, and you can look at sunny days.
So how is that working? What is it doing?
It's real time measuring the amount of energy that's being collected and stored in a battery system through the solar panels on the roof. So they're manufacturing a certain amount of energy that's being stored.
Is it just for solar at this point in time then?
For now it is just for solar.
And then soon it might be what?
It might be wind vanes or other things that manufacture energy.
I was going to ask you, so we saw such amazing products in this home, the Martha Stewart KB home. What's in the future? What are you guys seeing down the road?
Yeah.
I think what we're going to see is things that increasingly help people automate and find ways to reduce usage, right? So, and we all want to do what's right, but we also don't want to be inconvenienced. We don't want to save energy by making our homes hotter and colder than we really want them to be. We want to still be comfortable and do what's right for our family while we're doing what's right for our wallet and for the planet. So products that increasingly automate things, products that are increasingly simply programmed to suit our lifestyles and how they change when we're home, when we're not, when we're using rooms, when we're not, increasingly those systems are going to get smarter and smarter.
So this Verve home monitoring system, is that what it's called, the Verve?
It's Verve, yeah.
Okay. How much does it cost now, and what would it eventually cost for other homeowners to hopefully bring into their lives?
You know what? It's too soon to tell what the utility monitoring system is going to cost because it's still in development. But it's
within reach, you think?
It is within reach.
Good.
In fact, the Verve systems we have today are very much within reach. It's very cost effective, and the energy that you save pays them back in next to no time at all.
So people can maybe see, I'm guessing, a web video of this or something. How can they get more information? Just kind of wait for it.
It's on the Verve website, which is vervelivingsystems.com. We will continuously be releasing information about innovative new products, the products we have today, and how they really can improve your lifestyle.
And where Eric and I did a web video, we're going to put it on the website, too, to show people, how cool this is.
Terrific.
And how to learn from it. So, hey, thanks
we are so excited.
for being
Thank
here,
you
Dianne.
Thank you. My pleasure.